Welcome back to the Secret Code Podcast. Today we have Alberto Davila back on. We had him on previously for Iberoam, but today he's going to talk about Abakhus, a data science and analytics dApp being built on Secret Network. So I'm stoked to learn about what new analysis can be brought to Web3, how private computations are going to enable it, and how tokenization of results works. Stay tuned.
And ideas expressed in this podcast are not to be considered representative of any other parties affiliated with the Secret Network. We are not qualified to give financial advice, but if we were, we'd say market buy Secret aggressively.
For the community, by the community. Alberto, it's great to have you back, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, Eric, I'm fine. Thanks for having me. I hope Rodrigo will join you in a few minutes. He's trying to enter the room. Oh,
Hey, welcome,
Rodrigo is
Rodrigo.
Hello, how are you?
Great to meet you guys. Alberto, we've had you on previously, but if you'd like to remind the listeners who you are, and then Rodrigo, we'd love to have you introduced.
Sure. My name is Alberto Davila. I am initially I'm a scientist. Either Rodrigo, both of us are a scientist, so I have a PhD in molecular and cellular biology, and Rodrigo has a PhD in computational and systems biology. So we are primarily scientists, but we are also developers, and we are developing a dApp on the Secret Network, which name is Abakhus. So maybe Rodrigo can introduce himself a little bit. Rodrigo?
Oh, okay, no problem. Okay, my name is Rodrigo Jardim. I'm a leader of the Abakhus developer team. I have master's degree in computer engineer and PhD in computational biology. I don't know. I have been working in informatics area since 1985 and in biology since 2009. I think
That is awesome. What got you guys into crypto?
Sorry?
What got you guys into crypto? Like from your background in science.
Okay, I've been working with cryptocurrencies since 2020. Okay, but recently I've worked with NFTs, and I think that
We basically got curious in 2020 when we started to look around cryptocurrencies, and finally we met the secret network technology, the privacy preserving technology. We were excited because we identified that was exactly what we needed to develop our project. So here we are.
Yeah, awesome. So I love the name Abacus. I'll put up some graphics for people. If you haven't heard of what an abacus is, it's an old school non-electric calculator. It's been used for forever. So I love the name, and it's perfect for anything data analysis wise. But I'd love to hear what you guys are doing with your version of Abacus, which might require a little bit more electricity.
Okay, so basically we choose in purpose. We wanted to choose Abacus because it reminds us the all calculation, but it is not all, of course, because we are using blockchain technology, and especially the privacy-preserving blockchain technology provided by the Secret Network to tokenize calculations. Okay, so basically Abacus is a dApp, but it is also a hub because we promote tokenization of personal data, personal records. It can be medical records, but not only medical records. We also promote the tokenization of software, of code, because we want scientists and developers contributing with code to the Abakhus Hub. Then we can list tokenized software that users interested to do some analysis can choose, like in a marketplace, which tokenized code they might need or they need to do the analysis. So we will have a complete workflow of tokenized services, softwares, and databases for the end user to choose. And we will run anything of those selected tokenized software in a cloud-based environment later.
So what is tokenizing? What does tokenizing these data results like enable? Like what can that allow analysis? How can this develop further than it has been previously possible on Web 2?
Okay, first thing is about the personal records because it is using the privacy preserving features of the secret network. So it is unique, as you know. It is privacy preserving by default. It is the only blockchain network that provides privacy preserving by default. What exactly means is that we have private metadata when you tokenize something, any data, software, or you tokenize personal records. You can choose what private metadata you can have in your token. So it is really important because when we are talking about personal records, we cannot expose our personal data to the public. And blockchain is really public. So everything is registered on the chain. So, but I don't want my personal records. I don't want my medical records tokenized and freely available to anyone on the blockchain network. So that's where the private metadata becomes really relevant. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So are these tokens that you guys are going to create non-fungible then?
It is exactly not fungible tokens. We are talking specifically about SNIT 721 tokens. Okay.
Nice.
I am only avoid the NFT term because
Yeah.
the big media is associating NFT with JPEGs. Okay.
When people truly use
digital,
NFTs, they're not going to need to know
yeah.
they're using NFTs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we really avoid to use NFTs because it might confuse people. So we talk about tokenization, we talk about non-fungible tokens in the general
Yes.
way, but
But is NFT.
it is.
Awesome. So walk me through the process. I've got medical data. Like, where do you get the input data from? How is it automated? How does the user get this token, and how can they use it?
Okay. Basically, we will start working with clinical laboratories, with veterinary laboratories. What it means is that partners laboratories will start using Abakhus as a platform, as a hub to tokenize medical results, veterinary results. Okay, they will issue normal results like a PDF to be sent by email or to be transferred for any other Web2 way. Okay, but they will also start to tokenize the results. Okay, so the end user or the patient will start receiving a tokenized record in their wallet. They will start to use Kepler wallets. They will start to receive personal records, tokenized personal records as NFTs in their wallets. So it will be fun, at least.
So we can have like this data, like this ongoing live data on chain, and then you could kind of like take a snapshot of that data as an NFT and then save that and give it where you need to. But the data itself is still growing, so then you can make another snapshot later on. Like your medical records are always changing. Will the NFT adapt with your changes in medical records, or will you need a new one?
Okay, first, we prioritize to have the personal records on chain. Okay, only when the personal record is too big to be on chain, we will make it available encrypted in a system like IPFS or another storage, encrypted storage. But the priority is to have the personal records on chain because it is cryptographically stored, so you cannot see it.
Awesome. And then do you guys do data analysis on chain as well? Like, can you actually like do? You guys are data scientists, right? What can you do with the data?
Rodrigo, please.
So let me see. I can put the
He has a short video.
Yeah. If you want to screen share, that'd be great.
Yeah.
where share screen. Okay. All right. Blah. Okay.
Pull right up.
Okay.
All
Can you
right.
see?
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see? Okay. Let's go. Okay, it's the first page. I need to connect to the Kepler wallet to use the Abakhus. And after that, we can tokenize or view tokens, right? We put the tokenizing utility token. The utility token, it's service tokens. Okay, for example, DNA test, for service genomic and
DNA test for doing a
certified.
721 in me.
Yes, yes. Expiry date, it's a dating.
Ooh, you can set an expiration date. That is cool.
Yes.
For the voucher need an
Yeah.
expiration date, because imagine a user buy a token, a utility token now, and he only want to use it 3 years from now. So the price is really different. So
Yeah,
the voucher has
absolutely.
to expire.
It's need to, yes.
Everything we've been doing
So-
with the new contracts, the new viewing key contracts on Hydro, we have like these manual expiration dates and stuff too. So it's really fascinating when you can share data for a specific amount of time.
Sure.
It's a preliminary version, okay?
This is awesome.
So
Thank you for sharing this.
we get tokens, and there are the tokens and show metadata. It's a privacy metadata. Okay, the privacy metadata in utility token, it's the voucher. All right, so that's it. Okay.
So are
That's
you
it.
guys going to be your own marketplace for it as well, or are you going to partner up with some of the other marketplaces building out a secret network like Data Vault or something? Or Stash
We will-
even?
We will build our own marketplace. The name of the marketplace is Abakhus Hub. Okay, we will have all the tokenized services and databases and software, and even is requested by the users. The personal data could be listed, meaning only the public data, not the private data. Okay, so yes, we will have our own marketplace. We hope it to be really big, because we will start. We are start working with one clinical lab that is already our partner, and a data science company now. We hope that little by little more clinical labs join and become interested to use the Abakhus system to tokenize personal records. So I think it has a huge potential to be something really big,
Yeah.
because it's
So
the tokenization of the healthcare system.
I've been pretty public in the whole reason I chose Secret Network is I thought that Secret was going to be the platform that gets industrial and institutional integration, because people are going to want to keep their data private. And so Ethereum and like Solana, whatever else is building out their smart contracts and their DeFi protocols, like big institutions won't actually use, and they won't grow. But this is exactly what I was looking for in institutional integration. So you guys are targeting specifically institutions because that's who would make sense as these bigger clients. Will you also be marketing projects? Like, will this be something that the end user or the regular Secret Network community should start using? And if so, how?
Yep. And it is really private, because only Secret Network has private metadata by design.
Yeah. So how could we get involved? What can we sell? Can we make our own NFTs or something? Or how can we put data on chain in order to sell it? Just wondering how I could get involved, if I should get involved at all. If this should only be for institutions, that's still absolutely fantastic, and we want to see that grow. Like, it makes sense for that to be the main customer base.
Yeah, well, basically, we will need to whitelist clinical laboratories, because we are very serious and we are very concerned about fake data. Okay, we don't want people just logging into the Abakhus system and tokenizing something that is fake. So
Yeah.
our main partners will be the clinical laboratories, the whitelisted clinical laboratories, that they will be able to tokenize the results, the official, the real result from the clinical laboratory, from the medical laboratory. Okay. We may have also bioinformatics companies or systems biology or data science companies using Abakhus, because they will probably want to tokenize the workflow, the code. Okay, they even may want to tokenize services, the utility NFTs. Okay, they can offer consultancy like a voucher. Okay, so it is a really lot of things to do with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So to clarify for the users, because we haven't actually specifically enumerated it here in this episode, but why is it in their interest to use Abakhus instead of whatever Web2 platforms they're currently using?
I'm sorry, there was a failure in the connection.
Okay, so why would, like, say I am the data lab and I need to store all this data and I need to do research on this data. Why should I choose to use Abacus, or why should people want me to use Abacus instead of the current like AWS platforms that are currently being used?
Okay, but first, because we have the privacy preserving tools, meaning that you can choose what you really want to be private. Okay, let's make that an example. If you wanna tokenize a scan result, an imaging result, okay, what you can make public is only the name of the assay, okay, of the test, okay, the name of the patient, the results, the specific results of the assay, they have to be private.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is the only way to do it. The only way to do it private by default is using the secret network blockchain.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to use something like Ancestry.com or 23andMe if I wasn't giving my name and all my DNA information to Blackstone or BlackRock, like these companies that like purchase these. Like, there's so much of our data out there, our credit information or whatnot, that should be stored. Like, analysis needs to be done on it, but you don't want to connect all this information with your identity. That leads to huge issues. Uber actually just got hacked. Now people are getting phishing scams from them from their actual Uber.com site, which can track like where they're going and where they are. Like, that is so scary. And all of this information is just available in one leak away. And those leaks are happening in real time. And so the demand for privacy is going to skyrocket.
Sure. And you know, we understand that our personal data must be private. And that also means that no one has the right to sell or share our private data. Okay, once you have your tokenized data private, you are the owner. Okay, so you can share it, you can monetize it, but it is you. It is not a company. It is not us. Okay, it is the token owner that can monetize their data, not us. So we offer that flexibility because once you tokenize your personal data, you can monetize it. We are not on the business of monetizing personal data. We are in the business of tokenizing personal data. Okay.
I love it. Some kind of sick combo between like Jackal and Basic Attention Token, all through NFTs and working with data farming labs. Absolutely fantastic. Who do you guys have in mind with collaborating with in both the Web3 space as well as traditional markets? So I know you guys are at least have one laboratory signed up already, and you guys are working for more. What about in Web3? Who can help better and expand your product?
Okay, we have been discussing with Jackal. They're really nice guys. They have a really nice storage, encrypted storage, and we intend to develop something together because we will really love to use the encrypted storage to store our bigger files. You know, the real big ones. The small ones, meaning 2-3 pages of a laboratory result, it could be on chain because it is not really big and the transaction fees will be really slow.
Awesome. Yeah, we're huge fans of Jackal, so that'd be a dope collaboration. Seems very fitting. Tell us more about your team.
Okay, basically we are the founders and we do some coding. We are not really big coders, but yes, we develop something. Basically,
is Jose Silvio one of your developers? Jose?
I don't know who is Jose Silvio. Maybe
we got a comment in the chat.
I don't know. Yes. I know. I don't know.
I don't know who is in, but we have three developers working with us. They are freelance developers, and they have been amazing guys. Basically, they have helped a lot. They are Alexandre, Livia, and Lucas. They are really nice guys. They are young guys, but they are really nice guys, and they have a huge potential to contribute to the blockchain space.
Awesome. We're budding with young talent as people realize that computer science is the future. I mean, generically in education, over the last 50 years, pretty much all of the major innovation academically has been in computers. Physics hasn't made like substantive discoveries. I mean, chemistry hasn't made like substantive discoveries compared to anything up to about 1970. And so, it makes sense that if people want to go for what's going to pay them more in the future, that we get a lot more of these young 17, 18-year-old computer scientists that are going to college for that or just going straight to tech schools.
Sure. I have the draft of our white paper. May I present it?
Oh, please. Yeah, we're going to get to win white paper. Love white papers.
Yeah,
The,
sure.
the secret is over. José
The secret
Silvio
is
is
over.
Alexandre.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. It's up.
Yeah.
It is live.
Okay.
Draft of the white paper here first on the Secret Code podcast.
Yes, please realize it is a very draft version of our white paper. We intend to release the official white paper in the next few weeks. Okay, so basically this is an abstract where we present what exactly is Abakhus, but we have the highlights. I think that at least the highlights deserve some exhibition here. Basically, we need a Kepler wallet to log in the Abakhus hub and has access to all tokenization services. Users, who are the Abakhus users? They can be individuals, they can be physicians, they can be developers, they can be scientists, okay? They can be clinical labs and data analysis companies, okay? Abakhus makes extensive use of private metadata from customized SNIT71 smart contract from the secret network. Only token owners has access to their tokens' private metadata, okay? Medical and veterinary records can be tokenized only by the whitelisted laboratories. Abakhus is already running on a decentralized cloud-based service provided by the Akash network. They are really nice guys. They have really nice tech. I really appreciate all the help they have offered us to put the website online.
This is the Web3 collab we're looking for, man. Akash, Jackal, Abakhus, all in secret. Love it. Love it.
It is the Cosmos-based collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, code and software and curated databases tokens will include rewards. This is very important. You know why? Because most code or most software for bioinformatics, systems biology, and multiomics technology, it is free. It is available for free because usually developers receive research grants to develop that, and they put on an open access paper on the web and on an open source repository like GitHub. Okay, but they can monetize their software. Okay, it is a new way to share and to monetize software, because if they tokenize the software, they might receive rewards every time that an end user in Abakhus choose the software they want to run on the cloud. They might be rewarded from that.
Man, it's open source, it's available, but you have to pay for access. That's beautiful gatekeeping.
Sure.
That's brilliant.
Sure.
Thanks.
And utility tokens will be displayed on the Abakhus hub only when minted by whitelisted users, because we want to prevent fake data being tokenized on the Abakhus system. Basically, it is a little introduction about the healthcare industry. It is about $38 billion in Brazil and $2 trillion in US the last year. Okay, there are billions of medical and health records being issued every year worldwide. So if we can capture a really small fraction of that will be huge. Okay. What about code and software? Okay, hundreds of software for multiomics and systems biology data analysis are published in repositories. Okay, and they can be developers can monetize that actually. The same for curated databases, because they are really valuable databases. When you work with bioinformatics, analyzing genomes, or doing some systems biology research, you need at least one curated database for comparison. So we really need these guys to move forward. We really need to incentivize these guys to keep developing and curating the databases. The utility services are basically utility NFTs. Okay, they are vouchers, and we can use them for many things once tokenized in the Abakhus system. This is our roadmap for the present year. We started February the 1st this year. It was our first day developing Abakhus. We have been developing it for 4 months now. We are planning the front-end development for June, the next month, starting tomorrow, probably next week, actually. We plan to have an alpha for late July and probably a beta for late August. So it is basically what I wanted to present to you from the draft white paper.
I'm super stoked for this. This project has a wonderful built-in product market fit, and it's going to be great for Secret Network. I'm super excited.
Thank you.
Tell us more about how you guys monetize from it. Is it you collecting sales from the NFTs? Are you guys going to launch a token? Where does the revenue come from?
We monetize with basically we keep a fraction of the of the value of the token, because every time a user buy a token or tokenize something, we charge a fee. Okay,
so you charge to tokenize it, and then maybe like royalties and NFTs as well.
Yeah, it is plus the transaction fee. We have a small fee that come to the Abakhus wallet.
Awesome, love it, absolutely love it. So you guys are not going to launch a token for it?
I'm sorry, a token. We might. We have not think. We didn't plan for the tokenomics yet, but for sure, that would be nice to have that working.
Hit me up when you guys start talking about that. Not everything needs a token. I think more things in general shouldn't launch tokens. That being said, it is a good way to monetize as long as you can direct the funding, the revenue towards it and capture it. So that genuinely, like, this is a brilliant product that does fit a product market fit, and you should be able to offer it at a lower price than what people are currently using. That's also much, much safer for them to use. So I have no doubt that as you guys build this out, that it will be able to adopt and readily.
I would love to discuss that with that, Eric. You know, we are not experts in tokenomics. We have been reading a lot, but you know, we are more focused on the development now. And yes, all the help about tokenomics will be really welcome.
Awesome. And so you mentioned that having an alpha testnet in July, ideally, and then a beta testnet in late August. Absolutely fantastic. How can users and listeners get involved now? I can pull up you guys' Twitter. If you guys, everyone follow at Abakhus. It's Abakhus on Twitter.
Yes, we will broadcast the testnet late July. So we hope to have a lot of people testing it, helping us to debug. Hopefully, we don't have too many bugs. You know.
Yeah.
But yes, we will broadcast the testnet in July, the beginning of July, and it should happen by late July, actually.
Cool. I also have your website up here, abakhus.io, so I'm sure much more to come. Privacy, decentralization, data analytics. Absolutely love to see this come to Web3. White paper coming soon. Links to the Twitter. Do you guys have a Discord set up, or are you planning on it?
Not yet. We are planning to have a Discord when testnet.
Awesome. Well, we will keep posted for that and look forward to taking part in that testnet.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is cool. So everybody check out their website, follow them on Twitter. That is the best way to get involved now, at Abakhus, Abakhus, and stay posted. And some things don't necessarily need to go directly to the community, but it's nice to see what kind of awesome things are being built here on Secret Network, and the kind of things that couldn't be built anywhere else. So Alberto, Rodrigo, it's wonderful. It's an honor to have you guys on the show. I'm stoked for what you guys are building. I'm stoked for the community engagement you guys have been working on with Iberoam. I'm looking forward to those conferences as well. You guys have been doing an excellent job. So really, thank you for joining the community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
for having us. Please feel free to invite us in another occasion when we have the testnet released. Awesome,
sweet.
Of course.
All right, guys, and reach out if you have any questions, and we will love to have Alberto and Rodrigo back on sometime to showcase this. This is so cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.